Have you ever felt like you were standing at the edge of something massive? Like the very fabric of reality is just waiting for you to notice it? Well, by the end of this episode, you'll realise that you're not a person just navigating the world. You're a quantum being dancing through infinite possibilities. And what if I told you that how you think literally shapes what becomes real? Today we're diving into quantum physics, but not the lab coat version. We're talking about how these mind-bending truths of the universe can shift the way you live, choose, feel, and grow. So we're going to look at a few of these principles. The first one is called the observer effect. Attention shapes reality. In quantum physics, there's a rule that baffles scientists. When you observe a particle, it behaves differently. In other words, your attention literally changes what happens. Let that sink in. Imagine your life as a movie. You're the camera. Wherever you point the lens, that becomes the scene. Focus on chaos, you see more of it. Focus on possibility, the script changes. What you give attention to then, you give power to. If you keep looking at your limitations, they solidify. But if you turn your gaze towards opportunity, even just slightly, you begin collapsing probability into reality. So the question is, what are you observing today? What if simply watching with belief, watching with intention, starts to shift the outcome? The second one is superposition. You are many selves. At the quantum level then, particles don't exist in one state. They exist in all possible states until someone measures them. This is called superposition, and you, my friend, are living proof of it. Picture a deck of cards. Each card is a version of you. Confident you, fearful you, bold you, exhausted you. All existing at once. Which one shows up depends on what you choose, not just who you've been. You're not fixed, you're fluid. The version of you that writes the book, starts the business, leaves the relationship, climbs the mountain, that you already exists. Superposition basically says every future is real until you pick one. So here's the challenge. Collapse the wave. Choose your next move boldly. Pick the version of you who doesn't wait for certainty, but because certainty is an illusion, isn't it? But action, that's power. The next one is quantum entanglement. The hidden ties that bind. Here's one that feels quite magical, really. In quantum mechanics, entanglement means that two particles can become so deeply connected that no matter how far apart they are, the state of one instantly affects the other. And if you ever thought about someone and then they call you, or you feel someone's pain from miles away, or you feel like someone's just a bit odd, that might not just be coincidence, it might be entanglement on a human level. You're never truly alone. The energy you put into relationships, into thoughts, into intention, it echoes. Think about the people you're entangled with. Are you feeding that connection or poisoning it? Are you empowering each other or draining each other? This isn't just philosophy, it's physics. Your energy creates ripples, so choose wisely. The next one is uncertainty. Let go to level up. The famous Heisenberg uncertainty principle says we can't know both the particle's position and the speed at the same time. In life, it's the same deal. You can't know where you are and exactly where you're going with perfect clarity. Life doesn't give you Google Maps. It gives you a compass and says, walk. So stop waiting for things to be perfect. Waiting to launch until you're sure. Waiting to love until you're safe. Waiting to change until you're certain. That moment never comes. But when you accept the uncertainty, you become unstoppable. Number 5 is quantum tunneling, breaking through the impossible. Particles actually sometimes pass through barriers they say technically shouldn't be able to be passed. This is called quantum tunneling, and it defies logic. Have you ever felt stuck in life, like there's a wall you can't get past, a limit, a fear, a belief, a system? What if that wall isn't solid? Most obstacles aren't physical, they are psychological constructs. What if the only reason you haven't broken through is because you haven't tried the unreasonable, the unexpected, the quantum leap? Here's the thought then: don't break the wall, slip through it. Start acting like it's already behind you. Behave as if the barrier was never real in the first place. That's tunneling. And we've got a bonus one as well, which is quantum fluctuations, creation from the void. Even in what appears to be an absolute emptiness, the vacuum of space, particles appear out of nowhere. Reality isn't a clean slate, it's a bubbling sea of potential. Life application, your rock bottom, your quiet nights, your loneliness, they're not dead zones. They're the quantum field of your next breakthrough. Sit with the silence, embrace the stillness. The idea will rise, the path will show, because even nothing is something in disguise. So here's the truth they didn't teach you in school. You are not matter, you are energy. You are not stuck, you are in superposition. You are not alone, you are entangled with purpose. You are not waiting for change, you are the change. You're not a bystander in this universe, you're a co-creator. And now that you know that, what will you choose to observe? What version of you will collapse the wave? What reality will you tunnel into, even if the world says it's impossible? The universe isn't watching you, it's waiting for you.